Hello friends, my name is Frederic, and I hope you'll notice something different. I know I've been working out. Seriously though, I recently bought a bunch of gym clothes. $300, mind you, because I know if I spend that much, I will work out that much. And I haven't been to the gym since a while.
Oh wow.
If you know me, I love a good clapback. I love making videos out of spite. I love pissing people off. Today, I want to read some homophobic comments because as a queer, just existing makes these people mad. And that's a blessing to me. Thank you for the content, truly. But I do want to make a disclaimer. While it is fun to clap back at these, there are real world issues at hand and we should pay attention to that. And also, I sometimes get people who tell me, why do you respond to the hate? Just ignore it. That doesn't get stuff done. If you ignore hate, you let that fester and turn into something worse. And also, put that energy towards the people who comment in the first place. I wouldn't make these videos if those comments didn't exist. If you think I'm bothered by them, I've done this for 8 years. I'm unfazed now. While it doesn't affect me because I will still walk out the house looking like this, other people might see these comments who are just coming into their identity, and I'd rather them not feel like they can't be themselves. So this is also a tutorial on how to respond to this. Because reading is what? Fundamental. And speaking of reading, I am happily, proudly sponsored by Audible today. Y'all, I made it! We made it! I'm finally a YouTuber. If you don't know by now, Audible is an app where you can listen to all your favorite books and novels. As someone who has read plenty of YA novels back in high school, I don't really have time to do that anymore, but I want to. So if you do like reading, but you also have to multitask every day, you can listen to these books. Lately, I've been listening to a lot of self-help. A new one that's come out, Bretman Rock's You're That Bitch.
Chapter 3. Bitches be fighting for me.
And they literally have hundreds of thousands of books. If you are a member, you can listen to one book a month. But let's say you want to taste. Let's say you don't know if you want to commit yet. You can try Audible for free for 30 days if you use the code Frederic. Spell it right, please. Or you can text Frederic to 500-500. It's like a date. You get to taste the water. And just listen to a book for free. Listen to a self-help book. I won't promise that it will change your life, but it will at least call you out on the things that you don't want to admit. Fortunately, I do not have to listen to the voices of these comments, but let's go. So these comments were specifically under a video where I was at a pride parade. First up, woman. Thank you. I love comments like these because every single time they refer to me as a woman, female, something along the lines of not a man. It's never in a positive manner. And if you take a second to think about it, it just means they're misogynistic because they see being masculine and being a man as higher than. Because why else would you say women as derogatory? And if you're watching and you disagree, take a look inward. Were you scared as a man to cry in public? Were you always told boys don't cry? That's for girls. Girls are the sensitive ones. Yeah, all those things stay with you. And also, I already discussed this enough about the women's clothing. It's a piece of fabric. But also, these ones specifically. There is padding here. Are you kidding me? Why wouldn't I want this? It makes it look like I actually work out. We do not care. You're also a liar. Because if you don't care, you wouldn't comment. Think about the things you don't care about. Me? Working out. Am I going about my day thinking about that? No. Am I gonna comment on that? No. Because it actually doesn't cross my mind. Also, I love how obsessed some people are with me. There's one person named Lyric Abyss specifically. This comment's from 3 weeks ago, dude. You're still commenting right now. I just saw your replies. There's another one, this guy named Jamal, 4 weeks ago. In the same way our fandoms have 8 alt accounts, they have 10 alt accounts about this. It's Adam and Eve, not Adam and Steve. And y'all are so tired. Where are the jokes? It's the same one for like 20 years. But if you specifically want to bring out the Bible, Jude 16, don't complain. Romans 3:14 and Psalms 10:7, don't curse. And since I am a man, James 3:9, don't curse at men. Romans 1:29, don't debate. And my favorite one, don't eat seafood. Actually, don't divorce. Even though 50% of people get divorced. But you won't have to worry about that because you're never gonna get married. The thing is, when they always bring up religion, it's clear brainwashing. They don't see it because they literally grew up with it, and I pity that. I don't pity you, I pity your upbringing. Because as someone who's taken religion studies, if you read the original testament, if you want to go back to the beginning and talk about Adam and Eve, let's talk about the original text then. Original. That was written by a white man. Not God. He didn't bring out a pen and paper, y'all. The one passage y'all love to talk about, the man shall not lie with man, the original text is about sleeping with children. The things that your pastors do, like hundreds of thousands of your pastors do. The thing that, what is it? 1, 2, 0 drag queens have done this year. But pride is a sin. So is being dumb. I know. Why is the dude wearing a skirt? That's a dress? Learn the terms. This wasn't a hate comment, but I want to open this up. What is a woman actually? The comments all replied female human being, and I just want you to know, if you refer to a woman as a female, that's specifically reducing them down to their genitalia, which is not specifically for women. Men are born with it too. Like intersex is a thing. There's actually a lot more intersex people than you might think, they just don't test it. If you want to talk about chromosomes, you can study science again, and you can realize that a lot of us actually have variants of it. And I would just love to see a homophobic person actually be intersex. Could you imagine a homophobic homophobic man who has XX chromosomes, gag them a bit. You do realize there are pride parades, but not ones for veterans who fought and died. Then march. What is truly stopping you? Actually, since Google is free, you just choose to be ignorant. You actually do have a month. You have 2, and you have several days. But since all of you truly have no life, you're commenting instead of marching. See, the queers, we get stuff done. You need to wash your bedsheet. I will burn my eyes. Can you give me an update? Actually, if they did, they can't give me an update then. I've gone back 2 months now. Jamal's still here. It's freaking J-names, man. I'm telling you. But like the video has 2.4 million views, so there we go. There were a lot of freedom of speech ones. Let's talk about freedom of speech. You may be allowed to talk about whatever you want and say what you want, but it doesn't mean you won't face repercussion. Thank you for everyone telling me I'm pretty, by the way. I've seen a lot of it. I love this car so much. How can you take yourself seriously when you're standing on a street corner with a megaphone shouting "You're going to hell" at a parade while a dude does a little fan dance in front of your face? No, because it was New York City Pride, so there were only like 4 people there protesting. Everyone else was just making fun of them. As someone who loves procrastinating, I respect how much you're able to waste time. You're built like a popsicle. I'm skinny? Thank you! There's like 100 fatherless comments. That is possible technically, because I recently found out that 2 women can reproduce a child using bone marrow. But besides that, I do have a dad. He does watch my videos. He's subscribed. But this just goes back to what I say about brainwashing. These people feel like masculine is what their father told them. And without a dad, you suddenly can't find masculinity. Even though the one rule is you have to be swift as a coursing river. There's only 2 genders. But fun fact, in almost every indigenous culture, there's more than 2 genders. But maybe if y'all didn't push Christianity and like kill every culture that didn't do Christianity, this wouldn't be an issue. I know, Sushi. Also, if you're wondering why this video was pushed so much to the wrong side, it's because they commented so much that the algorithm said, oh, these people like this video. Let's keep pushing this video. Because, you know, the brain is not working. They can't ignore all this. Our grandparents didn't fight the war for this. You're right. They fought because they were drafted. I don't support groomers. Don't go to church. Talk to your pastor. I wonder how he's doing. Straight people's lives matter too. No. Homophobic protester, you mean that poor preacher you're all harassing? Oh. If a tiny fish falls into a pond full of piranhas, what do you think's gonna happen? But since you love to talk about freedom of speech, it can go against you too. It goes both ways, honey. Yesterday I was reading a patient's notes and lab results. This is a married gay man. His blood tests are— that's illegal, by the way, to release? So you're not a doctor. Their blood test results are HIV, chlamydia, gonorrhea, whatever. Did you know that HIV can affect heterosexual people as well? Like 22% maybe? And the other 2 that you talked about, also more prevalent in heterosexual people. Actually, more than half of women, 51%, and then 55% of heterosexual men had HIV in older ages by 2022. Maybe get on PrEP, or like be safe. Any statistic you give us, look at your own community. Don't disrespect people's religions with this. Actually, I will, because Christianity disrespected other religions. I don't care if you're Christian, I won't go about my day to actively hate. But until they stop actively hating, I'm not giving it respect. Because it was the definition of being selfish. It didn't give any other culture respect. And some people might get mad at that, and I just can't respect it for what it's done. So all of this, almost every social issue we deal with today, was because of that. It was because people use religion in politics that we have this discussion today. Because what are Buddhists doing to us right now? Nothing. And as a final note, I just want to remind everyone, the main thing they want is for us to be silenced. So don't be silent. Be loud. Be even more loud soon. We got like 2 months, I think. And if you have any feelings of insecurity or doubt or like fear of being yourself, just let this resonate with you, okay? Let this be in your mind when you go to bed. You're gonna let a musty man make you scared? The people who spend over 4 months commenting on the same video? No. Can't be me. And it shouldn't be you. Happy almost Veterans Awareness Month. And I hope you all have a great rest of your day. If you enjoyed, give this video a like, leave a comment down below, and subscribe for more videos every week. Thank you again to Audible for sponsoring this video. And as always, I love you all, and everything is less than 3.